Rory MacDonald versus Douglas Lima 2 takes place next weekend at Bellator 232. In the main event, this is a big one. Casuals take notice. This one's for the hardcore guys. Lima and Rory MacDonald might be to decide who's the best welterweight outside the UFC. That's exactly what this decides. Douglas Lima might damn well be one of the best fighters outside the UFC. It's him, Gegard and Musasi, guys like that for sure, who are some of the best fighters outside the UFC. This is a big one. Douglas Lima, in my opinion, could beat RDA. I'd pick Douglas Lima over RDA, especially right now, seeing as RDA is on a bit of a skid. Definitely. Lima could be top 5 UFC for sure. I like this fight, man. I really like this fight. This is a good... I wish the rest of the card was stacked. You got Paul Daly on there, but other than that, it's kind of like... Yeah, I guess it's a super card. Cool. This is a big final fight. I feel like Rory MacDonald's going to lose. I feel like Douglas Lima's going to catch him. I don't think he's going to finish him. I can see him... I don't think he's going to finish him early. I can see him TKOing Rory MacDonald later on in the fight, though. If you remember the last fight, the first fight between them, Douglas Lima at the end really started hacking away at those legs. And Douglas Lima's leg kicks, I mean, they might be the best in welterweight MMA history. His leg kicks are fucking brutal. And you could see him really taking a toll on Rory MacDonald later on in the fight. I feel like now Douglas Lima knows that's his route to success. He's going to prioritise that in the rematch and get to it straight away. Rory MacDonald in the first fight was able to take him down a couple times, hold him there for some good amounts of time and kind of strike with him as well. I just like Douglas Lima here, man. I really do. I feel like Rory MacDonald's lost something. I really do. That, like, you almost just, like, let's calm down with the religion shit and make sure that we're focused on literally simulated murder in a cage. You know? I don't know. I just feel like Rory's changed recently. His fighting style's changed, and against Douglas Lima, you have to be aggressive. You have to match his pace. You have to make him pay for things. And I think Rory's been fighting a little bit too on the back foot recently, and Douglas Lima's just going to chop him apart. I did a video about this not too long ago, predicting the whole welterweight debut. I predicted they'd fight each other in the end. It's a great fight. I think Douglas Lima beats it. It was my prediction back then. It's my prediction now. Douglas Lima's a beast. But, you know. I mean, Douglas Lima, since the Rory fight, has only got better as well. It's crazy. And he's... Guys, I can't state this enough. He's a big fucking welterweight at 6'1". You know? He's a dangerous guy. Obviously, Diego Lima's doing his thing in the UFC now, but Douglas Lima's the favourite brother. Don't get that twisted. Diego Lima's the younger guy trying to fill Douglas Lima's footsteps. Or trying to fill his boots. Diego Lima's kind of like... What, I think he's like 3-2 in the UFC right now. Something like that. I'm not sure. And Douglas Lima's just been on a tear forever at Bellator and no one pays attention to him. He's only lost to Rory MacDonald recently. And he's avenged his loss to Andrei Korshkov since then. And beat Michael Venom Page in a brutal KO. He took no damage in that fight. I just like momentum for Douglas Lima. I feel like Rory's career may be coming to an end. And I feel like after this one he'll retire. And I don't mind. I wouldn't mind seeing that. If Douglas Lima wins also... Let's face it, if Rory MacDonald wins, he's retiring. I think that's established. He probably is going to retire. It'd be the last thing to go out on a big... Like, he wins the tournament and he's champion still. Gets all the new belts, gets all the money from it, the big prize pool, and then just drops the belt and walks away. That'd be the perfect scenario for Rory. If Douglas Lima wins, I don't know who I'd want to see him fight at 170. I have no idea. I can't imagine they'd do an MVP Lima rematch straight away, because that would be... that would just be stupid, to be honest with you. Maybe they do a... Maybe he wants to fight at middleweight. He's 6'1" at welterweight. He could easily go up. That's Derek Brunson type, 6'1". He's a big boy. And I think he's going to win. Chop away at the legs. Pick apart Rory MacDonald from the outside. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Click that button there. I'm kind of running out of content, so I'd started doing some Bellator ones. But this is a big fight, though. A really big fight. Pay attention. This actually might be better than next weekend. What's next weekend's fucking card? Let me see that shit. This might be better than next weekend's card. What's next weekend? It's the Maya Askren fight. You know what? I don't know. I'm definitely watching this shit, though. See you later.